It's fine.
Yeah. Everyone enjoyed it. I've seen briefly of the
aspects of your character. I lost my
and I know what you're saying right now. One's slightly darker. They were from
The aspect of my character I like bringing out the most is that he's a sassy bitch. It's really fun to do. I relate to it.
Amira's a sassy bitch on the inside. He's like a warm piece of caramel with a sassy bitch center.
And I also find that it's very surprising whenever he does that, and it often sort of like comes out of left field a little bit. So I love when the writers give me those moments.
I just love when I get like an actual like dramatic scene. I feel like a lot of the Charlie stuff is like pretty asthmatic. It's just like a lot of speed talking, and I like really feel like I'm about to pass out sometimes. And so when I get a dramatic scene, it's not just like a nice, it's like a break sometimes from the high energy, but also like what I really want to let out is like I've always pitched to Viv, I'm like, I don't know where it's going to happen, but at a certain point, as with any person who is optimist forward, like that's got to go. Not even go because she's going to lose it, but like you cannot keep that up sometimes in the face of the world. And like I always akin it to like the moment in Wicked where she sings No Good Deed, and I'm like, I want that moment for Charlie. I think it's coming. I don't know when, but I just like know Viv has such a clear vision of this character, like becoming an adult, and I'm like, I want that dark underbelly of reckoning that like every child, young person goes through when they're like, oh shit, the world is like a scary place. Doesn't mean we lose something, but you kind of have to like reckon with that awareness.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I want the wind machine.
Sometimes, I mean, honestly, like I feel like
in the recording booth. Yeah. I was like, if I don't have the recording booth wind machine, I quit.
It's more like experiences. Like another one is that I've spoken about. Is in Helluva Boss in season 3. Millie
Okay, so both of you obviously have quite experience in musical theater. So, if your character could star in any Broadway musical, what musical would it be and why?
Sweeney Todd.
Like a lot of different
Who would they play?
Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
Because he gets to murder people. And
Your character, not you and me.
Yeah.
You can answer that too. But
And then
character
Alistair gets to eat them too. So bonus.
Very awesome.
I also would love to play Sweeney Todd someday.
I always say that Charlie's favorite musical is The Wizard of Oz because there's like so many things in it that like feel like her, but I'm like, what would she want to do? 8 times a week?
That's always your thing. 8 times a week though. 8 times a week though.
8 times a week. I don't know. I think she'd want to do like a really cool like, you know what she'd love to do? Like a gender bent Newsies where she's Jack Kelly and Baggy's Catherine Plummer. And they're like in love and leading the revolution. And I think she'd like really enjoy it's like old timey costumes.
I'm with it.
Like can't you see them being like pink? Like yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. Here for it.
Oh no. Is it 3 o'clock? I bet it's 3 o'clock.
It is 2:10.
Oh, okay. I usually start to like really lose my mental capacity around 3 o'clock. But in a positive way for interviews, I promise.
Yes.
For someone who has played in both playgrounds already, what advice do you have for me?
That's me. I played in both.
And what is there anything that you're
Genuine. Yeah, I think that episode was very important to me because even though the show is a raunchy
Meeting Broadway.
No, Helluva. I was Bethany Ghostfucker.
Oh, I see.
Do you?
No, well, you said playgrounds, and we were talking about 8 shows a week, so
Yes.
Broadway.
So yes, I did Bethany Ghostfucker.
Any
advice?
Any advice on doing Helluva?
Well, you know what's funny? By the time I did Helluva, we'd already done season 1, so I was a lot more comfortable improving. And it also seems like the Helluva universe allows that a bit more, just because like we have a lot of story we have to get through in Hasbin. So I don't know. It was more that like it's not really advice. It's just like you'll be surprised. Like the vibes were so much more like like play.
Really?
Whereas like we don't always get that in Hasbin, just because like it's really text. Like we have to move through a lot of plot.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you see Alistair in Helluva, it's going to be Alistair, so I'm just going to do that. I think if I were to jump into Helluva in a different role, it would probably be something decidedly more unhinged.
Yeah, Helluva feels like what are like two brands where it's like I feel like in like the Marvel universe it's like what's the one that like Chris Pratt, it's like we're like the Captain America
I don't know.
squad. Guardians. But then Helluva's like Thunderbolts. What's the one that like Florence Pugh is in right now?
Thunderbolts.
Yeah. You don't know anything?
I don't know anything.
Like, I barely know, but I'm like it's like we have like our Mickey Mouse Club version of the hell, which to me feels like Hasbin Hotel, and then like the dark underbelly. He knows nothing. Right? And not to not to put like I think people are fans of both for that reason. It's like you get like the hero's journey in Hasbin Hotel, and then you just get like some weird fucking shit in Helluva. That's like they're interested in story in a very similar way, but this story is much more granular as opposed to like sweeping themes the way that Hasbin Hotel is, I think.
So I feel like I'm pretty good at getting the vision.
So this is kind of a silly question. So if you were trapped on a desert island with any character other than your own, what character would you choose?
Angel, we'd repopulate the Earth.
Yeah, that's true.
Husk, because I think he'd mostly like leave me alone. But he'd also be dependable, and then at times he'd be like, "Listen, man, we got to take care of this, this, and this," and would like call me on my shit.
You'd probably survive.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think Charlie and Angel will survive.
You're pinning your hopes on the babies.
I mean,
The babies will take care of us.
if you manage to find drugs, you might be okay.
We might be okay. Correct. Love that question.
It's definitely something that we hopefully will explore.
One more. Let's go.
Definitively answer.
When you
But I
first
think
took on the
one of
role
mistakes so
of your
far is that there is
what
like
were your
essentially
initial
fake
thoughts, and how have those thoughts changed over
The
time?
closest thing I can reference, even though it's not what I
I had no thoughts.
Sure, it's just another.
I just jumped in. I don't know. I don't.
And I feel like that.
Like
We didn't get all the info. Like all we had was episode 1, so it's like my thoughts. No thoughts at the beginning. I agree. Just woo, just like walked in and did it.
Yeah.
But now my feelings about the show and the character have developed because we know more information.
yeah.
I'd go back and do many things different.
Really.
Not even like if I watch the episode, I'll be like, oh no, that's a good choice. But like, you know what I would do different? The first 6 minutes of season 1, where she's doing the monologue, I would do that entire thing over.
Really.
You can hear it's not the way I talk. I don't really like. There's no. It's just weird. It's just like low energy, bad. I think
It's not bad.
No, it's bad. I always tell people, I'm like, if you don't know what Hasbin Hotel is, get through the first 10 minutes, and I can feel okay saying that because those are my 10 minutes. And I'm like, and then as soon as other people pop up, you're off and running. But like, that's what I would.
Maybe it's because it was very much only you.
It was only me. There
And
was
so
no
you
scene.
didn't have like you didn't have anyone to play off.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
So like,
So there was no chemistry to be had because it was just you. It's just monologue.
correct. Has anything changed about
I feel like it's very like
what you feel about the character?
Very.
I mean, I understand him more deeply, but I don't think that
It's really meaningful.
that would change how I would have done anything in season 1.
Sure.
I think that
This universe, as much as I do,
I think
it feels like the
this might be just me, but I think a lot of actors overestimate how deeply they need to understand a character in order to play it.
And so obviously, I'm always
I think that as long as you make sort of a strong choice, the creator, who has the deepest understanding and a deeper understanding than you'll ever have, will get the right take that they need and use that take. Like on the TV show Lost, they never told them why they were doing anything because a lot of times they had no idea. But they would just say, just do the scene, and they would read the lines, and they would have their moment, and it cut together perfectly. And that's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
I've just been.
Yeah.
And
Is that it, or more?
when it did, it was probably
One more.
because me as somebody who grew up in Canada.
I could ask one. So, what do you guys think keeps bringing fans back? I mean, this show came out; it became the highest Amazon Prime animated show that people watch. Why do you think that is, and why do you think they keep coming back to watch?
Kind of like start
gosh.
but get deeper.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, I mean, what I
No,
mean
there's
is
nothing
like,
else like it. Like, really, how many people can say they're on something that is like wholly original?
yeah.
Like, I really believe in how original it is. Like, there's nothing that looks like it. There's nothing that, like, the concept of the Helluverse is like, that's not a term that existed until Viv created it.
Yeah,
Like, think about that.
Yeah, I know, but the question.
He's like, I don't know.
The question, like,
Why do they
if
keep
I
coming
knew
back?
the answer to that question, I would make 5 more Hasbin hotels and be rich. But
Yeah, there's some alchemy in what Viv has
that's
done
my point.
that we can't quite pinpoint. But what
it's not that I don't understand what's appealing about the show.
Yeah. You're like, what's the secret? We don't know. But what I will say, what I think keeps them coming back is she keeps expanding it. Like, every time, not just with the characters, but it's like, every time you're kind of like, yeah, we've probably seen like enough of like this plot line. It dovetails into something else. Like, it doesn't, the way that like a sitcom is like constantly reinventing the same story over and over, like, I do not think we're doing that in a way that's like very engaging. You really are like, what the fuck is happening next?
Yeah.
So much of the like, we don't know. Sometimes we get episodes and we're like, oh, that's what happens? That's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't really know why.
And I also feel like it's a little dangerous to go too far down that road.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
I went to the Vegas.
Viv is brilliant.
Yeah, Viv's brilliant. Leave it there.
We're just dumb. We're just.
Thanks, you guys.
Sorry, Richard. Sorry, Richard.